selected stocks from portfolio that I've shared with you. And here I have performed the combination. Okay, I have performed the combination based on the date of KLCI, right, which was shown in the previous recording. So I do it for the rest of the company, but for this example, I just choose 6 out of 8 companies that I have in my example. Now, with this data, that we have, before we begin the next step, right? The next step, we must first check whether there is any missing observation. So scroll down. Okay, now we can see that there is hash n/a. So this meaning that there is a missing information. Okay, meaning that when we do the VLOOKUP function, okay, when we use the VLOOKUP function for this particular company, Gamuda, for this particular company, for Gamuda, there is no data, okay, there is no data on the 4th of April 2022. Okay, for Gamuda, there is no information on 4th of April 2022. So for others, for Pohkong, there will be another day as well. For other companies, there might be some days as well. Okay, the rule of thumb that we don't want too many missing variables in one company. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Only one. Okay, but anyway, at least we got one. Okay, yeah, I can see another one. So Pohkong is also having one missing variable on 14th of October 2022. Okay, so what we need to do next, right? What we need to do next is control find, and then control find with the control, and then control. You press control plus F. Okay, F to find, and then click here replace. And then you need to paste. Remember that I have copied this exact wording from the Excel. Then I'm going to replace it with NA, capital NA. And I want it to be matching the entire cell content. In other words, I want that cell to have only this particular wording. So replace it with this one, NA. Right, so replace all. Two replacement, meaning that the two that we have found before for Pohkong, yes, it has changed. That you need to replace your, right? What to do? So first, select this whole column, copy, then whatever gap that you want to use. Let's say for me, 2 gaps, 2 columns gaps, right? And then I'm going to select all these, then end all the way down, delete. Right now, this is blank. And next, we want to calculate the return. So equal sign, and then time ln. This return is actually the same return that we used before this. Okay, return day divided by the day before that. Okay, so I'm going to use ln, and as I have shown you before, you can use another formula if you want, but I prefer to use ln. Okay, then I can drag to the right, and then check whether it is correct or not. Okay, it is correct. Then this one, rather than the format is number, okay, I know that the format is number because it is nicely set as having 2 decimal places. So let's set it to be general for the time being. Okay, and then or you can set it to be general, or you can set it to be percentage if you want. Right? Let's go with percentage. Okay, let's go with percentage because this is return anyway. Okay, so if you look here for Gamuda, it becomes, and then the missing variable, basically this is alphabet, okay, alphabet, huruf, huruf. Then you want to divide alphabet to actual number. So you cannot do that. Okay, nothing can be done. So it is considered as error. And after this, we're going to fix this issue as well. Then scroll down, you will see the same thing with Pokong as well. Okay, so Pokong, it is what we need to do is highlight this. Okay, highlight again, highlight, right? Control C, copy, and then right click, paste as values. Or you can do what you can do, paste special, okay, value. Okay, click value only, and okay. Alright, so now there is only value left and there is no formula. Look up here. Okay, there is formula. Okay, let's go down. Where is it? Yeah, this one's for Gamuda. So I'm going to select this one, then right click, copy. Okay, again, do the same thing. I can highlight here if I want, or I can highlight only this part. Okay, but I like to do is highlight all, then Control Find, Control F. Sorry, and then remember that to go to replace. Okay, replace tab. Okay, highlight this, Control V, I paste. This is the wording that I have copied. And then replace with same thing. Okay, it should be NA as well. And then check the box match entire cell content and replace all. So we made 4 replacements. Yes, 2 from Gamuda. This is for Gamuda. It has become NA. It's just normally manually type NA, and then drag it to the right. Okay. So this is the return. Okay, this is the return of the company that you have selected. If you have 30 companies, then you should do the same thing for 30 companies. It should not be too hard. Having 6 companies or 60 companies or 600 companies, it doesn't matter. Okay? The tedious one is when you want to combine it into, if you when first you want to again, see, just copy, then I'm going to paste it here, and so this is the company, and then we're going to calculate the return, right? So by return here is actually equal sign, type average, then open the bracket. You can select the whole thing, or okay, you can select this one. Normally I would just select this. So all the way down, right? So this from L2 until L735. You can fix it by pressing F4, or if you don't want, like me, because this will be only one, I will not be dragging anything. So just close the bracket. Okay, so that's the average return. I want to use percentage style and then increases at decimals. It seems that 2 decimals seems a bit too small. That to make it larger, select the cell, drag all the way to the right, and then when you see average daily return, you want to find the right. Using daily data. Yeah. Okay, let's start with variance first. Okay, variance first. Value of variance sample. Okay, it will only affect the degree of freedom by 1, so it doesn't matter actually. Or you can use this one. This one's also variance. Let's use this one, RP. Okay, the variance of KLCI. Now I want to select all these. Right, I'll select all these. Or I can select this one, let's use this one. Be consistent with the previous one. Then close the bracket. Okay. And once you find the standard deviation, okay, for standard deviation, we can use the formula STDEF-P. STDEF-P. Okay, let's use standard deviation. I normally use the original one, STDEF without P or S. So the difference is small. Okay, so let's be consistent. Let's assume this is the population. This is the standard deviation. Variance. What will happen? Then drag to the right. We will still get the same answer. Why? Because remember that in essence, standard deviation is just the square root of variance. This, you're supposed to have learned this in math class. And then delete this one. So to show you the relationship between variance and return, and then the standard deviation. So one company that has the highest return, and therefore companies that have the highest return would be assigned with the rank of 1. Okay, for standard deviation, because we normally prefer companies with a low risk, therefore company that has the lowest standard deviation would be ranked number 1. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to use the function rank equal rank, open the bracket. So this is the number that we refer to. Select this one, right? And then comma. The reference, meaning that this number that we have selected, and then what it will be ranked against. Okay, what is its competitors? What is its reference point? What is its equal value, but in another company? All right. So okay, sorry, this is standard deviation. So let me do it again. Rank. Okay, this is the number, comma, and then the reference will be this one. Okay, so after we do that, we need to fix it because the rest of these will be fixed. Okay, you need to select all these, including KLCI, including KLCI. Then F4, fix it. Then comma. Okay, remember that for KLCI, for return, we prefer a company with high return to be rank 1, and then low return to be ranked last. Therefore, it is as descending, descending highest to lowest, right? So put 0, close the bracket, and enter. And I drag to the right, and then we'll check the formula. So the formula is here. You can see that EcoWorld is ranked number 1 in terms of return. And then we can see that no other company has similar as higher return, and therefore equal is considered as number 1. And we look at, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what about the last one? The last one is Nestle, and its return is negative 0.03 and 0.039. If you look at Padini is 0.00382. So this is negative 382. So this is negative 3 standard deviation. Again, we will use the same concept, same formula, rank. This would be the reference point, rank, comma. And also that will be the number, and then this will be the reference cell. Then fix it, press F4. Oh, sorry, wrong button. F4. Right. So I have make sure that this is correct. Okay, let me do it again. Select all these. Okay, and then fix it. All right, and then comma, and then for risk. Okay, we prefer company with lowest risk first. Okay, and therefore it should be ascending. Okay, ascending. With that from small to large. Okay, with that come values with smallest number will get rank number one, and then the highest number will get the last rank. Ascending one, close the bracket, enter. Then drag to the right. Okay, just check. Okay, I know that the formula is good. And for KLCI, it is 0.00609. It is right. Sum. Sum. Let's select these two. Alright, it will still give the same answer. Okay, so whichever you like. Then drag to the right. Okay, now that we got the rank, the sum rank, okay, 5, 9, 9, 10, 7, 10. Okay, next is to determine which company you should use, you should choose for in your portfolio. Okay, because I asked you to select 10 companies for your portfolio from the original 30 companies that you have selected. So what to do, select the name of the company and then the summary. Okay, the summary, only the summary, and then copy. Sorry, it's not of equal length. So select this to copy, then go anywhere in the Excel. So I'm going to you do this, right click, paste special. Okay, and then put values. Okay, I'm just going to say values and number format, it doesn't matter. And then transpose. Okay, transpose. Okay, right. And then based on this sum rank, remember that we like those that have a higher rank. That 1, 2, 3, 4 would be preferred over 10, 11, 12. Right. So go to data and then filter, or what you can do is select this area and then sort. Okay, or you can select this area and then filter. Same thing. Let's filter smallest to largest. Okay, and then close. CI followed by Pohkong equal world is 30 companies, so you just choose. So you have to choose 10. So you just choose. Will be there. It will be there. But for companies, you need to have the remaining. Okay, for example, in this company, in this list that I have here, let's say I want to have 3 companies. So 3 companies would be LCI, Pohkong, and EcoWorld. Okay, because they are the best rank. But let's say I don't want KLCI to be included, but I still want 3 companies. It will be Pohkong, EcoWorld, Nestle, okay, or Pohkong, EcoWorld, and Gamuda, whichever suits you. Now, alternatively, so I'm going to delete this one. Alternatively, right? Rather than instead of using rank, okay, but you will still use rank. These two close. Sending. Go. Sleep. You can see that KLCI should be selected. You can use either. So, thank you very much.